So, Josh, our paths crossed many years ago, and it's really fun to be sitting with you here now in 2025 at ASOTU, and he's bringing all his friends now too, which is the coolest part.
Seems like just yesterday we met, and you were repairing wheels at the dealership. But no, it's been a great 25, 30 years. Brought along with me Alex Kurick, who's one of our best practice dealers and a general manager with the Morgado Auto Group.
So I'm just going to ask you to just get a little closer to the mics. It's going to be hard for you to know, but, you know, we manage things on the fly.
Not a problem.
So let's talk about a few things. The industry is certainly dealing with a lot of technical change right now, right? There's people change, and like that's kind of a constant state of being. Like labor is a conversation we talked about a lot a year, 2 years ago. Talked a lot about recruiting and retention. I'm not hearing that conversation as much anymore, but I'm hearing it seems like technical things have overtaken the recruiting situation. Do you feel that that's the thing?
You know, all the rave right now is AI, and you know, some of the things that we've been working on is to give dealers an opportunity to be more efficient with what they already have in place. You know, there's a lot of uncertainties today with tariffs and other factors in the market, but one thing I am certain of is dealers want to simplify their businesses. And you know, really what we've been working on is the ability to deliver agentic information to clients without questions necessarily being asked, which is one of the reasons that we're building an AI tool called LotGPT. Now,
I always think it's super important that people understand the context of where you're coming from, because, you know, an industry partner is always talking about their solution, right? Because they built it specifically to solve a problem that they've noticed. But you spent a lot of years on the dealer side as a used car director for a very large group. And so we didn't have AI back then. You've been on vendor side for how many years now?
It'll be 13 years. 13 years out of retail. Seems like just yesterday.
I was going to say 7, 8 years.
Yeah, no, a little off.
No, it happens faster than that. And so when you say agentic AI, right, I'm going to try to ask you to talk to the back of the class here.
Yeah, so totally. Great question. So, you know, one of the things, everyone has inventory management. Everyone has a to-do list or a actionable list, things that need to be done every day at the dealership. What we're really trying to do is bring the actual challenges or the holes to our users before they know there's a problem. So, you know, when you think about generically searching online, you ask a question, it delivers an answer. Our solution is more delivering the answer before you ask the question. So a high-level example may be when you log in, hey, into this particular dashboard without even asking, where am I getting my butt kicked as a dealer? What inventory is really selling well that I don't have? And what are the vehicles currently in my inventory that are going to identify some risk over time, shopper demand going down, that I've had for 2 or 3 days, not 30 or 45. Once the car's 30 or 45 days old, I'm not 100% sure you need to understand or be shown that you have a problem. You already know you have a problem.
Yeah, very distinctly.
The tools that we're delivering are allowing you to understand what the market's doing before you're in a position to panic.
Understood. How are you deploying any of the things that he's talking about right now?
Yes.
Give us a little background on your store or your group first.
So I've been at the Morgado Auto Group for about 2 years now. Prior to that, I knew Josh. I was the Auto Performance Manager for about 4 years, and that's how I met Josh. And then I performance managed for the Morgado Auto Group, and then I ended up working for him.
Great. And so now give us your perspective. Are you deploying some of these things that he's talking about now? And if so, how?
Absolutely. So we deploy it on a daily basis. So again, it's Josh and I talk about this all the time, minimal effort, maximum impact. So I think when you say that, people have a tough time figuring out what does that mean, right? So it's like, hey, where can I spend a minimal amount of time today and have a maximum impact? And I think with Lotlinx, I'm able to log in and ask some of those questions and get some of those answers relatively quickly. And I think it saves me so much time, and time is a finite resource we're never going to get back. So like I said, that's how we use it.
Can you give me one like practical use case?
Yeah, so we use it in description writing. So we'll pull it up in there. It does a lot of the agentic description writing. Generative description writing. So, and then I'll look at shopper, like to what Josh said, shopper demand, shopper activity. So it'll help me make decisions quicker, faster, and much more effortlessly.
Do you feel like the adoption rate of this type of technology? If you were to have a guess, how many of your dealer friends, your cohorts in the industry, percentage-wise, are deploying this type of tech?
I said it's a low percentage. I think a lot of people
like below 50 or like below 20.
I'd say below 20. I think a lot of people are scared of it. And I'm going to steal a line from Ray Dalio from Bridgewater. He talked about it. He calls it algorithmic decision making. So it's you are not smarter than the machine. Machine's not smarter than you. You're making decisions in parallel with the machine. So, and like I said, it saves you a bunch of time that you otherwise wouldn't have.
Josh, what do you feel like is, well, you just said that you feel like people are afraid of it. Mm-hmm. You are kind of on the end where you get all the questions and all the yeah buts, right, in the process of trying to introduce new tech. What do you think people are afraid of?
I think really simply, people are afraid of the machines replacing them. And I think that what people don't recognize...
So let me just drill down on that.
Please.
You're saying the person that you're trying to kind of like present the product to is the person currently doing that work. So they're like, well, then what am I going to do? Right?
Yeah,
like that kind of thing?
Precisely. It's like training your replacement in the minds of some of the late adopters. But I think the reality is that it isn't that positions will be replaced. It's that it will make current positions more efficient. And it'll bring a lot of the problems to light before you actually have a problem. So, one of the challenges and one of the things we're working on is how can we make it really easy for a client to start to use some AI in a way that is going to help them run their business, which is why we're delivering LotGPT on July 7th. It's going to be a great way for clients to log in, to figure out, hey, what's going on with my market? Where are the holes? Without ever asking a question. And that will give them a first blush opportunity to see what it can really do to help them manage their business more efficiently.
Very good. So you only have a minute or so left. What's next? What tech are you what problem you're looking to solve next with this type of tech?
So just to streamline our marketing and get much more better ROI and do it more effectively.
What's the dream piece of tech that you want? Josh, take notes.
Dream. Oh, that's a good question. I gotta think about that for a second.
Is there a problem that you wish could be solved? Like, I know you're thinking in the context of what you already have available.
Yeah, it's going.
But Josh has all these resources. He can build whatever you want.
Yeah. So I think Josh and I talk about this a lot. I think if it can help us identify. So back at the Viato days, we've always talked about that the car is the star, and I think a lot of it comes into carrying the right inventory in stock and having some of the AI be able to find what's selling in the market and then serving that up so that you can go out there and buy those specific cars.
We think you got something for that?
Yeah, I think the biggest roadblock, to Alex has some good points, but I think the biggest roadblock in the area that we really need to push through in the future, which is the question, is how can all vendors work together? So today, everyone has a silo. I see, AI allowing all of us vendors that are outside trying to help dealers like Alex become more efficient. If we can work together more efficiently, we can deliver a better result.
There you go. Well, gentlemen, thank you for working together. I think it does so much when industry side, dealer side fix problems in real time. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here at ASOTUCon and sharing a few minutes of your time with everyone listening.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Great to
Thanks
be here.
For your time.